I am not taking any chances today because yesterday my low was, well, here's the thing. It's not that it was just cold. It was windy, very windy. Seriously, there are times of being like blown backwards at like these gusts of wind. So this time I'm going to be wearing an extra layer today and a nice little sweater. It's actually a shirt that I think my brother gave to my mom, but he clearly didn't fit her, so it fits me. It's you can't tell it's a Route 66 sweatshirt, which if you don't know Route 66, it's a famous highway route that goes from actually it's not a highway route, it's just a road that goes from Chicago all the way to California. It's a very long road, very famous too. So there you go. Let's see. My high is the fact that yesterday I mean, here's the thing. I'm tired, but I legit got like some good sleep, some like decent sleep. Like I took like a nap at like 7 o'clock in the evening. Think I'm gonna get up. It was like 9:30 when I woke up. Like, well, time for bed. So basically, I went to take a nap, only to wake up, only to then to go to bed. I'll tell you what, if I didn't get my 8 hours, then I'll be stunned. And who am I kidding? I'm gonna be tired eventually. That's just how it is. And my act of kindness was what was my act of kindness? I guess I would say my act of kindness was, if I ever wanted to help anyone out, it was very, like I wanted to help people, and if I did, and if I had an opportunity to do so, I went right to it. So, that was nice. Other than that, today is just going to be like one of those days where not much is going on. So I guess I can, talk about our feelings for a little bit. Good morning and happy Tuesday, everybody. Can't believe it's already Tuesday. I mean, today I'm going to be seeing my nephews this afternoon. That's going to be fun. Hopefully the wind won't be like very breezy. Whew. I can only imagine how bad that's going to be. It should be fun. I'll be seeing my mom with my nephews, obviously. We'll probably go home and have some delicious mom food. Maybe it'll be leftovers. I'm sure there's probably some leftover mac and cheese from Sunday night. And that'll be good. I mean, for those of you who don't know, leftover mac and cheese is one of those things where if it's leftover, it's even better. That's not like me spouting nonsense. That is actually true. That's like what everybody says about it. To which I have to agree. It's awesome. Well, mac and cheese is awesome anyway, but now it's gonna be more awesome. Actually, I wonder if I can guess. I'm gonna see if I can guess what my mom will be making tonight for dinner. Well, because here's the thing, there's probably going to be leftover mac and cheese, but there probably won't be enough for, one bowl or something. Let's be honest, we devour, my mom's mac and cheese, the first night. There's hardly any left. So if my mom is making something completely new, I wonder if I can guess what that is. Well, full disclosure, she'll be making a salad, which is good. Salads are awesome. And in the salad, there's going to be some vegetables, obviously, some lettuce, some carrots, some onions. She sometimes puts celery in there. I'll be expecting celery in there. If she has a bell pepper, she'll probably be chopping that up and putting that in there too. Sometimes she puts cubed cheese in there. That'll be nice. What hasn't my mom made in a really long time that she could make relatively quickly? I mean, stuff like meatloaf is going to be out of the question because, again, that takes it takes an hour and a half just to cook a 325. And then you gotta cook it again like 350 after you put like the glaze on for like a half hour. So, and she's watching my nephews today too. She's not gonna get back home until like after 6 o'clock. So, yeah, I'm not waiting until 9 o'clock at night to have dinner. That's gonna be out of the question. She hasn't made something like anything possibly in a while. But then again, I don't think that would really work out. Well, I'm doing a really poor job of trying to guess what my mom's gonna make for dinner tonight. I mean, in the end, she's probably gonna call me and ask me what we should have for dinner. In which case, I'm game for. I mean, it's my mom's cooking. 32 years of eating my mom's cooking and I'm still alive, so I'm pretty sure at this point nothing she makes is gonna poison me. So there you go. This is quite difficult. I really don't know the answer to that. This is quite difficult. If we're being honest though, I'm trying to talk about this because the one thing I really do want to talk about, but I don't want to take up the entirety of this video, is, other stuff I want to talk about, obviously. But, so yes, the only thing I can guess is that, my mom is going to be making a vegetable, probably a salad at some point. And even then, I'm probably going to be like 1 for 3 or whatever. But, I guess we could also talk about this week's Hot Ones guest, who is Leslie Mann. Yeah, Leslie Mann is going to be on Hot Ones, which, Leslie Mann, she's actually Judd Apatow's wife. If you don't know who Judd Apatow is, he's actually a very, very, very good director. In fact, he's directed a lot of really good movies that I have seen over the years. Movies that at some point I will probably have to do a movies of my youth on. He did Knocked Up. He did Trainwreck. He did I want to say he did Superbad too, as well. But, he's mostly known for directing really, really, really good comedies. And, having seen a bunch of them, fortunately for me, like, his work really started being prominent around the time I was actually old enough to see that stuff. So, you could almost say that, I was exposed to, like, these were my first instances of seeing, R-rated movies. And it was really cool. And I bring up, Knocked Up because Leslie Mann is in that movie. She's also in This Is 40. Also, I believe also directed by Judd Apatow. And she was in the movie Blockers, that one John Cena movie. That was supposed to be really good. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. Although Leslie Mann is also known for being in like those commercials. I forget what the brand is. Where like it's the skin or whatever. Or like she's talking to her daughter and they're talking about like how to improve your skin or whatever. And there you go. Is it Neutrogena? I think it's Neutrogena. I could be wrong. I forget, but she's really cool. She's really good in those movies. Really good in those commercials, I suppose. So yeah, it really should be. I mean, at this point, I can really just think about what Sean Evans is going to be asking, Leslie Mann in this episode. A thought occurred to me. Well, obviously, I just mentioned how, Leslie Mann is directed by Judd Apatow, and I'm sure Sean Evans is going to be asking her a question, regarding that marriage, I presume. But one thing I actually wouldn't be surprised is, because we're actually really far into season 17. Like, if this week isn't the season finale, next week probably will be. And normally they would do something really special, like have a really special guest, and they've had like Weird Al Yankovic and John Mayer and Justin Timberlake, Daniel Radcliffe, like really famous celebrities, like the final episode of that season. And not to say that Leslie Mann isn't, one of those big name celebrities, but I think what would probably set that episode over the top is because I'm positive the good people over at First We Feast have seen a lot of Judd Apatow's movies. I mean, they're funny movies, and everyone's probably seen them at some point. Thus being fans of Judd Apatow, and therefore, what if they asked Judd Apatow himself to direct this Hot Ones episode? Think about it. It would make sense. I mean, Judd Apatow is one of the best writer-directors in all of Hollywood, especially in terms of comedy. And, Hot Ones is, a comedy in some ways, because it utilizes, for those of you who don't know, one of the key factors in good comedy is suffering. It's basically, someone has to be, suffering. That's what makes it funny. Like, yes, we are laughing at, their expense, but we know that this is all in good fun as well. So there we go. I mean, eating ridiculously hot wings, watching people like dying, trying to chug like lots of water and milk, like that's funny. And, Judd Apatow could totally direct something like this, even if it was just for like one episode. And Judd Apatow directing like one episode of a show isn't anything new, or writing one episode of a show isn't anything new. I mean, he actually once wrote an episode of The Simpsons where I think it was the episode where like Homer gets amnesia, and I think like he starts acting like a kid and becomes best friends with Bart or something. It's just like this happened like a couple of years ago, so bear with me if like that, if I get that part wrong. But yeah, I can totally see Judd Apatow being on Hot Ones and possibly even like, Then again, I think worst case scenario, if Judd Apatow is actually there to support his wife, which he ought to, because it's Hot Ones and she is going to be put through a veritable hot ringer. I really hope that didn't sound dirty. Oh darn, that probably sounded really dirty. Sorry about that, folks. But I imagine Judd Apatow would probably show up for like a wing and, be there and support his wife. That'd be really cool. But yeah, Leslie Mann being on Hot Ones should make for a very good episode, especially if, at the very least they bring up the fact that she is married to Judd Apatow. So that's going to be really cool. By the way, I'm not like a Judd Apatow apologist or anything. I've just seen a few of his movies that I really have liked. Again, eventually some of those movies I wasn't doing movies in my youth on. Again, like Knocked Up or Superbad or, Trainwreck. Which reminds me, if you want to see a good movie with LeBron James in it, just watch the movie Trainwreck. It's a lot better. So, yeah. Really excited about that. I'm going to be seeing my nephews later this afternoon. That's going to be awesome. Hopefully it'll be warmer out than it was today. But if not, I got a nice sweater to take with me. That's going to be cool. Okay, I guess the only thing I'm really excited about was yesterday's manga chapter of One Piece. Because, yeah, I'm sure I probably, talked about this at length yesterday, but yesterday's manga chapter was just so darn good. And I watch a few reactions after I did my reaction, just to see what everyone else was thinking, because I try and go into manga chapter blind, obviously. And one of my all-time favorite YouTube channels as of the last couple of years has been Grand Line Review. And Liam of the Grand Line Review said it best when he said, I really should be feeling all sorts of emotions right now. But after reading this chapter, I just feel happy. And that's how I feel too. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe button. Follow me on social platforms on YouTube. I'm very happy with this video for all of you guys watching. Joe for the name. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Remember, if you guys want to talk to channel, we're going to be here to listen. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. Have a nice day.